Hi, welcome to your pre-assessment guide for felling and processing with a harvester. This guide will help demonstrate the knowledge required for your FMO harvester assessment. To help us guide us through what we need to know, I'm joined today by Michael Crutchley.
Hello.
He's a registered MPTC assessor and Lantra trainer, plus has 20 years experience in the forest industry as a contractor. So this is one of 4 videos that you will need to watch along with our base machine videos that covers everything from PPE to hydraulic hoses and waste disposal. So you'll want to watch these videos for the harvester in conjunction with the base machine videos, and then you will have a good idea of whether you're up to standard. These videos could not be possible without the support of Forestry Focused Future, an innovative training scheme, and Callum Campbell for the use of his site today and his machine from Forestry Services Limited based in Mach. This video is a guide, it is not formal training. We fully advise that you seek formal training from an instructor. This is a guide to help you prepare for assessment, and we already assume you have a good level of driving skill for the harvester. Okay, so we're on video 2 of the harvester series, and we'll be covering tree selection, felling methods and windblow. Right, so we've identified the trees that we've got to fell. So that's through either paint or marking tape. So how are we going to decide whether we can fell them or not and the method required?
We've got the thing about the sizes of the tree, whether the diameter, whether the actual head will open far enough to actually fit around them. If we can fit around them, is the saw going to be big enough to actually cut through them? And then have we got enough power in the machine to actually handle them when we have cut them? That's obviously going to vary with species. Different species of trees are going to grow faster, taller, heavier. Then also their branching habit will be different. You know, they can be a lot more tougher branches on a spruce compared to a larch, and again compared to a hardwood where you'll have big branches to cut through. And then obviously, you know, you're unsure about what the machine can do. Look in the operator's manual, that'll tell you how big you can cut to and handle. And then lastly, always consider about the stability of the machine. You know, you don't want to lift up a big tree and tip the whole damn thing over. Okay, so we're on site and you might come across some windblow from the winter weather. They've kind of knocked over a few trees. So how are we going to deal with the windblow on site? What have we got to think about when we're carrying out cutting a windblow? Well, we look at the correct positioning of the machine, so nothing's going to hit it or pull it, and that we can actually see what we're doing. And then when we actually do cut it, that the stump goes back into the hole and we can actually grip the stem properly, ready up for onward processing, and also think about where the tension and compression is in that. So when we cut it, the stump doesn't want to come forward and trap the saw in the cut and pinch the blade. When you may want to consider actually pulling the whole stump out of the ground just to make it easier.
So not all trees are lovely and straight in their stems, so how would we deal with forked and misshaped trees on site?
With forked or misshapen trees, you want to check whether they are within the capability of the machine, whether you actually can deal with them. If not, we want to consider using a chainsaw operator to come in and fell them, or when they've been felled to actually chop them up, or maybe using assisted fell techniques to get the trees over. Okay, so today we're on a clear fell site.
So obviously we're able to demonstrate clear fell, but we would need to then discuss how to thin and the aspects of thinning. So what would we need to think about when felling and processing for thinning?
When you're thinning, the main points of thinning is you want to make the crop, improve the crop. So when we're felling, we've got to make it's more imperative now that when we fell in the trees, we're not damaging the ones that are remaining, trying to avoid bashing them with the machine or the heads. And it's much tighter for when we're processing to find somewhere to stack the timber, because again we've got to think about the poor old four-wheeler driver. He's got to actually try and lift it up again without damaging the standing trees.
Right, if you've watched the 4 videos in this harvester series and you've watched our base machine videos, then you should have an excellent understanding of what's required and your level of skill to go forward to do your FMO harvester assessment. So thank you, Mike, today for your knowledge.
No problem.
And we wish you the best of luck.